everybody. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Cock-a-doodle-doo, as the roosters like to say. Hello, happy Wednesday. Welcome back to a Hazel stream. Don't mind my hair doesn't dry as fast out of the shower as it once did. We'll be fluffy before you know it. Kitty Cat, would you like to come over and say hi? I'd like to thank Sneaky Turtle for a 9-month resub. Hi there, Hazel and chat. Hello. Kitty, you went up? I bet you do. It's pretty good. We could be pretty comfy. Hi. Also, LJ... What's that letter? LJG Game with a brand new Prime sub. Thank you very much. Giraffe shirt. Love giraffes. What a day. Congrats on your breeze spider mount. Yeah, this is working out so far. Let's see, I'm going to scoot in very carefully so that we don't spill the feline. There you go. You're good. I'm upgrading my heirloom one-handed agi sword because as far as I know, there's either no such thing as an heirloom warglaive, or if there is, I do not have it. So, but demon hunters apparently, even though they can use warglaives, they can use swords or something. I'm gonna find out. So I'm just upgrading. I'm upgrading the agi sword. That's the wrong one. I'm upgrading the agi sword just so I have something to use on Night Flame when it's his time. But we got some weekly stuff to do first. If you could refund me that, and then get me. Oh man, there's another one. It's expensive to upgrade heirlooms. Who else would I use a one-handed agi sword on? Like a combat rogue or something? I have a one-handed agi mace upgraded. Oh man. I have a one-handed agi mace upgraded, but demon hunters can't use those, so that does not help me. I should probably just go devastation for the moment. Jamie Lee, thank you for the 49-month resub. You're amazing. You're stupendous. We're lucky to have you. Happy streaming. Thanks, Jamie. And Pickles919 with a 25-month resub. Welcome back, Pickles. Monk. Yeah, I'm letting it grow out until I get mad at it, and then I'll shave it off again. Ujai with a 35-month resub. And I'll have you know, I read the entire thing silently to myself. I wonder if there's a part that's supposed to be read aloud. Promise this is the last time I make this joke. I'll make something different next month. There you go. I saw the block of text and I thought they're up to something. I would like to go back to Valdrakken. Do I want to use my Hearthstone? I guess so. I suppose I can hearth back. The things that are on my to-do list before I get back to alt leveling. 1, I'm gonna poke my nose into the Scare Vault to see if there's a book for me, because there won't be, but what if there is? 2, I want to go to do Researchers Under Fire and get some Niffin rep and theoretically finish my Loam rep and become Smelly's Elixia. In spite of being showered. I would like that. And then the third thing was I want to show you the alt I've been setting up off stream. So yeah, I'm now 19.5 with the Niffin. So when I do get to 20, I can purchase bartering boulders with supplies. I have 12,000 supplies on this particular character. And I have 12,000 supplies in this character, and I'm mainly interested in the boulder hauler mount, which is 85 boulders, and I have 76 boulders, plus I haven't even done the boulder weekly yet, so I'm gonna need to buy like a boulder. Rough day for Twitch or my local ISP hamsters and their wheels. Met a horrible end. Oh, I thought you were gonna say there was maybe low res stream life. Hopefully it fires up. Me? Never. Message is real. I'll have you know. Oh, shucks. Never did Researchers event. Never counted as being done for me. Huh. I do it every week on a bunch of characters, actually, because on my main, it's a nice source of Niffin rep to get my rep weekly done. It basically gets the rep weekly done in almost one quest. And then, that's a rostrum, that's not going to help me here. And then on my alts, because they have the Niffin like catch-up rep, it actually gets their whole rep weekly done in one quest. Plus, you can get some pretty decent gear. If you get a rank 4 bag from it, you can get a random piece of champion gear. So, I'll make a point to just join a group and bang it out on the alts. because they get like a piece of veteran from the rep thing. They get champion from the thing. Sometimes they get other stuff. I don't really know where all the loot comes from, but I know I get stuff when I do that. I was going all the way up here. That's why we're important. Want that hat? 200 something boulders. Yeah, what is it? Like 249? If you convert it into supplies, it's probably a more reasonably farmable amount of supplies. Oh dear. Okay, all right. The bee can't fly here because it's just too windy or something. I gotta get on a trick. Oh, I don't know why I don't want the hat. Maybe I'll want the hat at a later point in my life. Maybe at the end of this expansion, I will have such a surplus of supplies, you know, rooting around that it won't. I'll just buy the hat just because. I don't know. It looks funny. All right, let me in. Let's go take a look. See, to get a higher rank, you want to be in a shard or an instance that completes basically all of the tasks or almost all of the tasks. So what I do is I join a raid group for it. So with like 5 minutes, basically at like, you know, hour 25, 3 minutes to go, I'll look in the group finder for a researchers group and I'll just join a mega group. And then you basically always will get a rank 4 bag from that. The problem is that those mega groups are almost always a massive lag fest. So sometimes my participation is more in spirit than in practice because, you know, it's kind of hard to press buttons when you've got like 2 seconds of lag, but we do our best. Sometimes it's playable, but most of the time I've found I think it's just one of those things where people end up all getting, even beyond just the one raid group, people end up getting filtered onto the same server. And you just have kind of like a Legion World Quest group finder situation where there's just mass amounts of people bringing the whole thing down. Hello, streamer. Make my grand return. Hi, Scarlet. Welcome back. At least it's not 250. That would be ludicrous. All right. Well, there's a bubble lifter. Shame about my bubble key being deleted. Oops. Let's use our anomaly detector and crane our head back here. I'm going to drink some Lucky coffee first before I look for this. Oh, Zoldak, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's brutal. Entering my Eurovision era. The extent of what I know about Eurovision is from the movie with, what's-his-face and then, Rachel McAdams. Which was actually a pretty funny movie. Yeah, here we go. All right, let's have a little look-see. Any books? Books. There's one book. Which book are you? That's the Opera of the Aspects. That's the Living Book. This is tradition. There is no old god book. Not even way up there. Nothing. Living book, Opera of the Aspects. Well then. How do I want to get back to Valdrakken? My Hearthstone's on cooldown for 9 minutes and 57 seconds. What could I do for 9 minutes and 57 seconds? Love Lag Festival lineup's always dope. Seen that movie with the what's-his-face as an actor. Yay, you know, like the guy. No book in mine either. It'll happen one day. Thank goodness for anomaly detection. At least I don't have to grind out 30 keys every week. Book doesn't exist. Was it funny? Forever have yeah. It when I was watching it, it was kind of like medium funny, but then I kept quoting it afterwards, so it kind of sat with me. I enjoyed it more than what was another film that I tried to watch that people probably like that I can make them dislike me because I didn't like it. It was a movie about. It was a rom-com. I was trying to watch rom-coms. This was a little while ago. Hi, baby. It was a Netflix rom-com, and the plot was like 2 overworked assistants are trying to get their bosses to fall in love so that they have more time. And it just wasn't, it was just really not my thing. There was, once again, like one or two funny parts in it, and then the rest of it was just rough. Laughed out loud once when the boat exploded. It was pretty good. Where am I going? I'm going back home, but I can't go back home unless I fly there the old-fashioned way. Don't dig in my lap. I like these pants. You can lay down, honey. I reconfigured her cat tree or her scratching post rather, not the one behind me. She hates that thing, but I have a scratching post that she actually likes in a different room. And she had pretty thoroughly torn up the top part of it where she could reach. And I figured, oh, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrap it. So I like look that up, and it's like staples and pry off, hot glued down stuff, and then get yourself a hot glue gun and some hot glue and like 5 million meters of sisal twine. And I was looking at that and I was like, wait, I could just flip them because there's 2 posts and the other one she doesn't really reach very much. And I've been spinning it, but I hadn't flipped it yet. So I unscrewed the thing and I just reversed their positions, and then I screwed them back together, and bada bing, we got some more life out of it. I will eventually either rewrap it or just get a new wrapped segment to put in there, when she goes through this one. But I bet you I bought you another 6 months out of that thing, huh? Took you like what, a year and a half to get through it? Am I really just gonna no, I'm not. I'm gonna show you my alt. I found 2 of the old god books. That is weird. I'm looking for in the vault a specific book that would give me an achievement. It's for the Forbidden Ridge meta achievement. It's the only thing I'm missing. I used the teleport pad to get here. I've got a 25-minute cooldown going over here. Mr. Kitty Meowface, thank you for the 27-month resub. Hey, Hazel and fellow nutties. Do you currently have a fitness routine beyond walks? Walks are awesome, but not what I mean. I have been running. I run every other day for no particular reason. That just seems sustainable to me. And I enjoy tracking my runs with my Big Brother observes my heart rate device, because I can then like track both, I like data. So I go for the run, 1, because it gives me more energy for the rest of the day, and because it's kind of fun, and 2, because I like supplying data for my graphs, and I like graphing things like my distance and elevation and heart rate and resting heart rate and yada yada yada. So the alt that look at all these alts that I have at 70 now. This experience buff has been wild. Are you not going for portals anymore? I'll do it when my friends want to. We tried a 20, what was it, like a 20 hulls earlier this week. We just didn't time it. I'm not going to try and pug 20s. I'm not that person anymore. Sadness. I need to actually queue on her. But yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 70s, and then there's 2 more that are in waiting for the next time walking. This one is the most recent thing. This is the latest hotness. I was doing a freehold and it was taking a long time to find a tank and a healer, so I thought, I'm making a pirate mog. So she's in a hat, and then the swashbuckler stuff, and then the Wirt's leg, and then a lantern, and then she's got her treasure and stuff. She's wearing her Blood Cell Admiral title. This priest, she's an undead. She's a shadow priest. And you could say, Hazel, I thought you already geared up a shadow priest. Why are you doing it again? And I don't have a good answer for you, except that it's really fun and I'm having a great time. So she's up to 411. She dinged 70, like, I don't know, a day and a half ago. She dinged 70 Monday night. That's right, because it was right before reset. So she dinged 70. And then I do all of LFR and researchers and Frank. And then Tuesday comes around, and then I do all of LFR and researchers and Frank, and catalyze some stuff, because we've got like 3 catalyst charges now, and a couple of keys. So she's up to 411. She has 4-piece tier. Thank you very much. Although you can catalyze 3 pieces, so it's not that big of a deal. But I did win some tier out of LFR. It's mostly veteran gear. You have 5 sparks, so I crafted 3 pieces. I crafted her an embellished ring with silken lining, an armor patch cloak. No, not an armor patch cloak. Armor patch boots? Yeah. Armor patch boots, and then just a 424 neck. And then I have 2 more sparks, and I kind of want to make a staff, like a 424 staff, but I'm kind of sort of waiting until I can make it, because I've been leveling inscription for unclear reasons. So I'm working on getting my skill up to make a decent one. But if you whistle at Captain Crackers, he comes to sit on your shoulder, and it's just like the most fun thing ever. So, and the other thing, well, is it another thing? Anyways, that's my That's my new priest. So she is only shadow. I refuse to heal because it's so tempting to heal whenever you're sitting in a dungeon queue waiting for healers to sign up. Apparently, if I want to gear up a healer ult, you can go into any key and they'll be like, thanks. You know, like there's, I mean, not any key, but like low keys at least I'm finding are eternally waiting for healers. So it wouldn't be that hard to get into groups and just get some whatever gear. This is our next project. I need to transmog. Actually, I need to mail him some gold because I set up a transmog for him and then I couldn't apply it because he's broke. He's a broke boy. So I'm going to mail him some gold. We're going to mog him. We're removing the shirt post haste. And I have to do the Demon Hunter starting area again. But I'm level 8 this time. Wow. Healing is not for pirates. Did you improve your 8 key and your evoker? You know what's funny is that was the 20 that we tried. And we were so badly over time that I did not improve my 8 key and my evoker. I tried. Oh no, sorry. It was a 20 Neltheris. It wasn't Halls of Infusion. What did we do in Halls of Infusion? Well, we didn't time that either. I still have a 12 Tyrannical. I think it's fortified now, but it was Tyrannical last week when I was doing it. Yeah, no, it's not going so good. I'm still 2437. I'm really rusty though. I took like three weeks off, so it'll take a little while to get back in the swing of things. I was trying to heal that Neltheris, and I was trying to like do the burst healing you need for the bosses, because all the Neltheris bosses are pretty they're all pretty damage heavy, like healing check heavy. And you kind of have to do the healing in like a big hurry so you don't lose people. And you can totally do that on Evoker. You just need to like plan a little bit. You kind of need to have, you know, you just got to play better. I just got to play better. I was not doing my best. Heartbreaking. You have some time. Yeah, I would lie if I said I was invested. I don't really care. Yeah. I do them for fun, and it'll be cool if we get it, but I'm mostly just there to hang out with my friends. I'm not too worried if we time it or not. For 2,500 score, I would get, like, the mythic skin item for, like, Evoker tier, but, like, why? I'm not wearing Evoker tier. It's just not my cup of noodles. I'm going, why did I want to go back to Valdraken? Because I want to go to Loam. They didn't dig a hole to Loam here, did they? I guess I could also just, like, fly there the old-fashioned way. Well, where's the hole? Where's the closest hole? I know there's one in the Azure Span, and I know there's one, like, kind of off the coast of Feldrazes. Where else can you get into the Zerlite Caverns from? Anywhere? Is it just those two? Is there anything like North Waking Shores that's closer to me? I don't think so. Bummer. That's okay, my Hearthstone should be up. Listen, man, I am invested in that 8 key. Are you saying this upsets you? By the way, Hazel, on Sunday we were working on Sark Heroic best pull, got down to 21%. Oh, nice. You guys are almost there. Caverns are Forbidden Reach more. They're both kind of whatever. They both did me the great favor of not needing me to do too much of them. I think the Forbidden Reach was a little bit more fun because I enjoyed the flying around doing Rare Circuit for a little bit when I was working on Scroll Hunter. And then it was like satisfying to get all that alt gear. But the caverns and the keys were kind of annoying. Or sorry, the vaults and the keys were kind of annoying. And then in the caverns, digs are kind of fun. Digs are kind of cute. Oh, it's okay. I have wings. And, you know, like, the content's fine, but it's dark down there. I don't go there for fun. I go there to do things. I like the sunshine. I'm hearthing. There we go. Did I do the running long enough to see some trends in the graphs? Oh, yeah. The trend is that if I run and I push myself a little bit, then I can run farther, and then my VO2 max goes down or up, whichever one was good. I forget. I don't know. Something about how fast your heart rate comes down, or no, that was a different thing. Anyway, exercise more, make health go up, and it is true. You do feel better, so that's more or less the thing. You can tell I'm really learning a lot from my use of these graphs. I've really digested all the information that they've told me. Fairlet Caverns. Can you take me there? I would like to drink some coffee.
The aspects have returned.
Thank you. Yeah, because we got researchers under fire in like 8 minutes anyways. Phase 3 is a mess still, but we have a consistent tactic for phase 1 and 2. Nice. Yeah, phase 3 just takes practice. The thing that we never really did that would have helped us a lot was getting better at breaking pillars with our soaks, because we always ended up having just like way too many pillars up, or we get people clipped with a void slash and that would like, you know, pop everybody down. I feel like if we had one gold, and I mean we've killed it twice now, but our reclear was almost as messy as our first kill. If we get like a clean pull where we are not wandering anybody in front of the void slash and where we are, you know, clearing up some extra pillars so that the hide mechanic AoE doesn't hurt quite so bad, it would be better. But yeah. What's my go-to method from leveling to 60 to 70? It wouldn't be very helpful for me to say panic. It's kind of what it turns into. During time walking week, if it's a healer or a tank alt, I've been just time walking. Especially with the XP buff. That was like really good. Outside of that, my strategy is kind of like quest slash gather slash world quest and then doing 30 first crafts. I didn't realize until I found out. It is capped at 30. You craft 30 things for the first time. It gives you about a level and a half of XP and then you're done. So doing that at kind of like 68 and a half to finish off is nice. You cannot do 2 professions worth and get from 67 or 66 to 70 because they capped it. I knew that. Definitely didn't definitely didn't learn that the hard way. Yeah, it's messy. My alt leveling process is kind of ugly. It's a lot of questing. Questing is good if you can not get distracted, but I always get distracted. Oh, I could catalog over here, and there's profession knowledge over here, and there's an herb over here, and hey, squirrel, you know. We're gonna grab the weekly, and then I got like 5 minutes. I can do that dragon race. Oh, I could do this dragon race. Dragon races are nice because they give me gold, and I want to be rich. You know, what if they add WoW player housing, and it needs 10 million gold for you to get like the waterfront place? And then they make you pay like property taxes, and those are like 20k gold per month for you to keep it. You know, you want to have a good sized down payment saved for that. What do you think of next month's trading post? I have not talked about that already. I looked and I thought, I'm glad that I have Tyrael's Charger already, because I have a mount frozen and there's a new mount coming. And then I actually really like the look of that like fell staff. It was it wasn't super, it was like 175, somewhere in that range, which is, they said they were going to give us what, 200 bonus tender? Wow. Yeah, it looked pretty good. I like a lot of the stuff. It's good for me that I mostly don't go for the transmog sets. I do them when they're costumey, but if they're just like cool mogs, then I got cool mogs already. Swashbucklers, the swashbuckler set was super worth though. But yeah, I'm gonna be broke again. I'm already broke. Ooh, I got a pronged tail. Getting a decent bit of experience from archaeology on low levels. Gonna go broke hardcore with the next few trading posts. Yeah. It's cool that we get stuff. I find myself using and seeing a lot of the loot that I've gotten from trading posts pretty often, which is nice. Do I want to... What do you get for that? Just a... Well, that's the purse. That's a ring. I'm just going to go get into a group a little early. So, yeah, we just, you know, 5 minutes to 4 minutes to head to the area. Find a group. Researchers. Anyone doing researchers war mode off? There we go. One person. Usually a couple of groups around. Annoyed I didn't get the charger. Now I need to waste 900 tender on it. Yeah, it's rough. At least it's another chance, but yeah. It's expansive. Morning grinding action. Good morning. Good morning, Harry Bear. Congrats to the manuscript. Thank you. Yeah, new mount wasn't too crazy. I'm just a mount behind already going into this. I have all Drake manuscripts except one off Sarkarath. Ooh, that's nice. That's a pretty big project. Should I scramble or fry my eggs? Always fry. I don't know what I have against scrambled eggs, man. It was like my go-to thing as a teenager. I like learned how to scramble eggs and I was like, cool, I can make myself food. And then I did it not every day, but fairly often for like my teenage and young adult years. And I reached a certain age or something happened. I don't know. I don't remember having any bad scrambled egg memories, but I think once I realized that I could fry them and that reminded me of soft boiled, except it was less work or well, less timing anyway. I haven't scrambled them since. Sunny side up or over easy? Usually sunny side up, but it comes to the same thing as long as the yolk isn't like hyper cooked. I'm a happy camper. I like them soft boiled too, but I don't have any egg cups right now. And also it comes to the kind of the same thing. Egg is egg is egg. Got voiced the Silent Star last night. Congratulations. Very nice. You cannot yet use other mounts for dragon riding. It is a pretty well substantiated rumor, if not confirmed. I think it is confirmed for later. In, what was it, the July trading post, the Fill the Bar mount, though, is a Netherwing Drake, a new version of it that will be able to dragon ride. So that's pretty sick. There will be, in just a couple days, one more that is like, you know, not one of these things. So I'm stoked about that. And then eventually, yeah, more, but that'll be kind of long term. Not for 10.1.5 unless they whip it out in a big hurry. Yeah, all white mice must be cooked, and then runny yolk for me, but the white's got to be cooked. Scrambled eggs for dinner for like 3 months after graduating college. Tired of them because of that. Yeah. This dragon is so long. Yeah. It's funny how many different ways you can customize it. I was dressing it up on my undead, and I was trying to put I have like the neck fur for it, and I was trying to put neck fur on mine. And there wasn't any way that I could figure out to do it that wasn't just like a mistake. Am I gonna need... Let's see. I don't need that much rep. I just want 25. Or I just want 20. So I need how much? Basically 1,013. That should be reasonable. That should be pretty easy. I'm glad I'm not really trying to work on the researchers' metas. You know what I actually haven't done yet? Is there like Caverns meta achievement? I lost it. This one. I have 2 achievements that I don't have for it. One of them is just treasures, including the seething cache, which we get me mount. A couple other things. And then no place like Lome is just renown 20. Yeah, so once I get to renown 20, if I get the rest of the treasures, you know, some of which are easier than others, then I could have the meta achievement too. I saw a flowchart recently how Canadians measure different things. Is it really that complicated? I can't say I've ever broken it down into a flowchart, but we do have kind of a mix of using different like imperial and metric and whatnot. Depending on what it is you're talking about, people are going to use different, yeah, like it is a little bit of a mix. But it can all be converted, right? Like most, if I get a recipe off the cookbook off the bookstore, it's gonna probably call for like cups of flour, but I can certainly know that a cup of flour is like 120, 125 grams, whatever, and then like measure. I actually do that anyway because I like weighing flour; it's easier. Ovens are in Fahrenheit. Nobody really knows why. Ovens are in Fahrenheit, weather's in Celsius, but it's not like you know. You turn 5 in Canada in kindergarten, they're like, we use this degrees for this and this degrees for this. It just kind of is that way. Vale, thank you very much for the 6-month resub. Happy half a year. Also, Cork with a 32-month resub. Fitbit high scores have destroyed my knees. Oh, goodness. So let it go. Finding the seething orbs is a pain in the butt. There was some kind of a change either coming or in. It was either a hotfix or a 10.15 thing. I don't know. I was going to put it off until 10.15, so just in case, you know, cover my bases. There was some kind of a hotfix that was supposed to make it, I don't know about easy, but easier. Switched my Disc Priest to Shadow yesterday to try it out. My goodness, what a fun spec. Isn't it great? I was having just the best time yesterday doing keys and doing LFR. And, you know, it was like my first day being 70 on that particular priest, so I didn't really have a lot of gear, but I'd managed to get my tier, and I was like item level 404. And even at pretty low item level, especially in like big AoE pulls, big trash pulls, you can really crank, and all you have to do is just like shadow crash to put up your dots and then do your normal thing, and it's like, wow, apparitions, blah, you know. It's very fun. And somebody whispered me to ask if I had any Shadow Priest tips because they liked my damage, and I was so flattered that I'm still talking about it. Ovens are in Fahrenheit because it's a bigger number, so that way things cook faster. Yeah. True. Hotfix early in 10.1 that made them worse. Oh. I could have sworn I read about something that was going to make it better. I found 2 today. Died 3 times trying to find more. Oof. Yeah. That's a procrastinate guide. You Canucks are smoking us out again. I don't hate the Beavers. I'm not even lighting any candles over here. It's rough. I'm real lucky that on the West Coast our air quality is decent right now. It usually will have some waves of smoke in the summer. It's gonna get toasty though this weekend. We're gonna get some actual, I mean, I know it's summer right now, but we're gonna get some summer weather. And I'm excited. I'm gonna go somewhere, do something, I don't know, anything. Go outside. Put on your shorts, we're going. I'm gonna get sweaty and wish I'd stayed home. Do the orbs in a raid, they changed it. Everyone's orb progress in the shard is reset. I still think there's something to do with the spawn rate that's maybe in 10.15. Maybe I'm just delusionally holding on to hope, but we'll keep it. Now that I know about the achievement for like turning in pillar fragments and ore and whatever, whenever I'm being lazy, I'm like, I'm not being lazy. I'm just letting other people work on their achievement. You're welcome. How excited am I for 10.15? Pretty excited, actually. There is some really cool cosmetics. Oh, I was about to help. There are some really cool cosmetics that are coming to the time rifts feature. I basically just want to grind time rifts and get everything. There are pets. I need them. There's transmog. I need that. There's mounts. I need those. The dungeon's also really fun. I did test the mega dungeon. I did that Sunday afternoon, and the bosses are awesome, I think. Owie! I melted. Yeah, so I think that'll be really cool. I'm looking forward to doing that. It might also be a good way to, if you can do it on alts, it might be like a really good way to gear alts. Heard they just buffed the dungeon damage hard. That would track. That would make sense. It was, I wouldn't say easy, but for the level they scaled us down to, it was a little easy when I did it. With the exception of the gauntlet. Well, gauntlet's kind of the wrong word. There's like a running section where you have to run and dodge stuff, and if you get hit by something, you have to start it again. And that was the worst thing that's ever happened to me, and I don't forgive Blizzard. It's not okay. We're not cool. There's a mechanic where if somebody else gets there before you, they can start channeling a thing that gives you a teleport so you can skip it, and the more people that do it, the faster it channels. So like, if you are the only person that's terrible at it, your friends can kind of like skip you past it, but it's just so painful to my ego. Everybody can do it but me. It was tough for everybody, but I'm just especially awful at those things, and I'm not over it. Ah, bullet hell. Yeah, not my favorite type of game. It's not why I play World of Warcraft. I play World of Warcraft to press flashy buttons and to feel good about myself. Have you seen the pupper pet? Maybe? Maybe not. New achieve for doing the new mega dungeon with no deaths. Of course there is. Well, you know what? Actually dying to the, or having to reset the little bullet hell thing doesn't, kill you. It just ports you back, so. At least I'm set on that front. I'm gonna try and do a guide. It would be just bosses, not trash. The trash was mostly not that big a deal anyway. It was more of a boss-focused dungeon in general. But, did I do something? Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna try. But I've got a... What day is it? Yeah, we'll see. I'll do my best. I've got one other thing I want to finish first. And then it's one video, but it's 8 bosses. I am many things, but fast at making videos is not usually one of them. Aw, Data Bob, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. It's the worst part about Wildfire season. I hate it when it gets bad because I'm right there with you. Plus, you go kind of crazy when you like can't stretch your legs and get outside your walls. Quality over quantity. Why not both? ¿Por qué no los dos? The whole raid worth of bosses. Mm-hmm. Some of them have some real stuff going on too. They're fun though. They're cool fights. I like the Marchi fight. It's the evil Chromie, and there's a mechanic where she's like, more Marchies, and she summons a bunch of them all around the ring. And they're all charging up a dragon breath, so it's a cone attack you have to get out of. But in order to tell where you need to go to get out of the cone attack, you have to figure out which one is the real Morchi. And the way you do that is they're all like different like universe versions. So one of them's wearing like bunny ears, one of them has like a candle hat, you know. You just have to find the one basically without the hat and then get out of the way before she dragon breaths. But I like that kind of puzzle. It's more fun than the Tyrannus Scythe puzzle, but it's still kind of in that same vein. Board of the Northern Sea, thank you very much for the 26-month resub. Hey there, Hazel. I hope your WoW time is fun, and I hope your fishing prowess skyrockets through the summer. Oh, why, thank you. The Skullman's boss, and then similarly that mop one in that dungeon we did a million times during time walking. Those ones you just had to hit them or like kill them. This one, you're not hitting or killing anything. You're just dodging an attack, and you need to know, basically you need to figure out which one is the correct one so you know where to dodge to, but you don't do any damage. You just have to look at them and identify which one is the one that's the actual, like, looks like the boss. So at least the summer's less dry in the last few years. Gotten a couple showers. Nice for watering the plants. I finally got myself a basil plant. I went to like this garden center that was part of a hardware store that was not my normal one. And I think it's everybody's not normal store because there was nobody there. It was an absolute ghost town, and they had just like tons of inventory of plants, but you got the feeling that these plants were getting a lot of water and not a lot of sun. They were kind of starting to rot a little bit, and they were like really wet, and there was a ton of them. But I bought a basil anyway because I didn't want to go anywhere else because I was already there, and I figure I'll just stick it in a pot and stick it in some sun and you know, see, they're tough things. It'll probably bounce back. It was $3 anyway, but I'm happy about that because that was the last thing that I wanted to add to my balcony because I ate all the basil that I had in the inside. Morchi, evil Chromie? Yeah. I think I've mentioned this before, but it took me way too long to realize that Murazond was an anagram of Nosdarmu, and that apparently anagrams are just the way that evil twin names come to be. I need to figure out what the evil twin name for Hazel is, because you know, you can anagram in a couple of different ways. All right, Captain Recall. Rat, please. Bought a basil plant too, along with mint. Oh, nice. What was the name of the second boss in Mist, and what was the name of the gnomes in DOS? The gnomes in DOS were the Mana Storms. Millie and... Millhouse... Millie and... Aw, Millhouse, you do love me. Millicent and... I forget his first name. Anyway, the Millhouses. The Mana Storms. And then the what is the puzzle boss in Tier Decide called? Also with a very squeaky voice. No. Forgot. Alright, rank 4 gift, thank you very much. I'm gonna drop out of here, pop that open. Gets you a champion cloak. 1,000,000 of those pets. 1,000 Niffin rep. Yeah, nice. Okay. I should be just about ready. Am I smelly? I'm almost smelly. I'm gonna do the dragon race. Hazel feels like a demon name. Zella. Yeah, Hazel sounds... I raid with somebody who has a name that's almost exactly like that. It's not exactly a Hazel anagram, but it's really close. What if Hazel is the evil anagram? It's quite possible. Oh, Kitty, you're okay. That's just the straw sound, honey bear. Unless something bit ya. Good. I know, I had an earwig in the shower. It was upsetting for everybody. It's gone now. Is the Morty mechanic anything like the second Miss boss? Again, you're not DPSing any of them, so you don't have to... You're not DPSing any of them, and it's not exactly a logic puzzle. It's as so much as it is find the lady without a hat. It's a little more straightforward. But you have less time to do it. But you're also not eating raid damage the entire time. You just take a bunch of damage if you don't figure it out and or get to the right place correctly. Earwig, do tell. I mean, that's about the end of it. I've been finding a fair few of them despite my best efforts to keep everything dry. And I'm wondering if there's just such a thing as an earwig season where you just happen to find more earwigs. Because they're spooky looking. It's not their fault, but they're many things. They're not cute, and that's a lot. That's you know, pretty harsh insult coming from me. I think most things are cute. Practices sounds like Mark to the Tank. Yeah, same with the Tank's good at it. In voice, I like finding it because it's something I can actually do. And I'm sure like soon enough, I mean, basically anybody could look around and see it, but I don't know, I felt like I was helping. I'm always excited whenever I can help. Yeah, it's a bug. Earwig is a song stuck in your head, not a bug. No, it is a bug. Earworm song stuck in your head and not an actual worm. If there are actual worms that go in your ears, then I don't want to know about it. Please do not tell me. Oh, I got a title. I'm smelly. No longer insane. Now just... Okay, maybe I have to go pick it up. Oh, no, I don't. Smell it. Maybe they hatch around this time of year? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, if you don't know what an earwig is, then congratulations. You must live somewhere else. Or you just have like a really dry home or something. They like moisture, so if you end up with like water, you know, pooling or staying anywhere around like your sink or your tub or whatever, you are likely to start finding earwigs there, at least in places where they live. I have always lived in the Pacific Northwest and I've pretty much always had earwigs. Not often. And I've never had one in my ear or anything like that, but they're just kind of... Okay, I got my rep. I checked for my book. Oh, I need to go get barter boulders. That's right. Barter boulders. They're really just rocks. Smelly boy, maybe the best combo of name / title. Thank Chris from AQ40. Yeah. As far as I know, they're generally not dangerous. I mean, they're probably not good to like eat or have tons of, but it's not like you're gonna, you know, they don't really want to bite you and or pinch you, and if they did, I don't think it would be very dangerous. They're not very big, but they don't look very cute. Oh, big Slither Drake manuscript day, or Cavern Racer manuscript day. 2 dragon races, 2 manuscripts. Holy smokes. That's lucky, lucky, lucky. Oh, good, an enchanted worm shadow flame crest. Wow. I wish I could send that to my elves. Okay, I have, how many barter boulders? I have 76 barter boulders. I could buy more. I also haven't done, hang on a moment, we have this quest. It would be, feral hide drums and, what are we saying? Some feasts and stuff? only for 5 boulders. It's kind of not worth it. We call them scissor bugs. That's a cuter name. That is a cuter name than earwigs. Uses stew at 100 gold. I mean, I can make uses stew. I have the thing. If I'm looking at that. And I need how many? 40 of them? Yeah, I'm gonna cook them. I never cook anything. Here, we'll track that. And then we'll also feast. Dragon feast of the Kalawak. Prismatic leapers or magma threshers. Probably this one. Unless it's really... Why are they so unprofitable? Yeah, well. Yeah, so if that's the case, then I'll just buy 5 of those. This is way more gold than barter boulders are worth. Speaking of, Yusa's stew? Yeah, Yusa's stew you can make profitably. So I'll do that. I need 40 of them, so let's plan for 20. So we're going to buy 20 of these fishies. And then 20 of the piranhas. I can copy that. Unfortunately, I do not have any potatoes. I might actually have to buy the potatoes too. You can buy them at a vendor, but if you're cheap like me, or not cheap, bag space cheap. And then if I multi-craft any somehow, which would be unlikely but possible, then we can sell the extras. Harold Plays, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. 40 of the stew, 4K, yeah. Yeah, kind of pricey, especially compared to like, I mean, what are we gonna pay for 10 drums? Feral hide drums. Yeah. At least I can, yeah, 400 gold. That's more reasonable. Some bottom all out. Alright, well I'm cooking. Is there a cool fire around here? Is this a grill? This is a grill! What if I had one of these in my living room? Holy smokes. Alright. Use that. Thanks for all the content. Been watching your raid guide since forever. Finally found a way to give back. Well, thank you. That stew was insane. One of the cooking pot toys. Ah, true. I didn't know this thing in the middle of the loam hut was a grill, though. This is kind of cool. Anagram of the whole Hazelnutty games. Where was it? Oh, the Lazy Mustang. No, because there's no M in Hazelnutty games. Oh no, there is an M in Hazelnutty games. I thought that was like, I don't know, it sounds like an online tag, so I figured it was someone else that makes videos kind of like mine. Goldmakers flip the weekly recipes. I found, yeah, sometimes I try and craft them whenever it's something that I can craft, but I found there's a lot of competition of listing them. Like, it can be kind of annoying trying to sell them. Did I come up with any extra stews? No, I made exactly, I only have 3% multi-craft, but I managed to not multi-craft any stews, so there's that. Oh, you know what's funny? I'm actually not even going to need to buy any barter boulders to get this mount that I want. I might need some for the pet. I don't think I have Thimble Rig yet. Let me go look. Ponzo, you live over here? Yeah. So, first things first. I would like one boulder hauler's reins, please. Thank you very much. Oh, cool. Thanks. Alright, and the mount. So I have that one, and I also have the igneous and the catalog shell wings. We got the morsel sniffer, we got the subterranean mag mammoth, plus I'm pretty sure another mag mammoth is big slick. We need the slug, and we need the chiropter mount still. You bet we've got it. Thimble rig. It says not known. 45 boulders, huh? What is it, 100 supplies of boulder? I don't feel like I need supplies in this character for anything. If I want to buy stuff off the rep vendors for supplies, I have like, I don't know, alts. Plus you get supplies sometimes for some things. So if I bought like 120, that's 12,000, yeah. 90 boulders for the 3 manuscripts. I'm not convinced I'm gonna buy those. If I end up with like, again, a surplus of supplies, I know I said I didn't care about the hat, but I might care about the hat more than the manuscripts. I don't know, are they cool? I know you did all of them. I don't know if I'm gonna try and do all the manuscripts. I think there's something that I get if I come across them and if I'm feeling it. You get hairy brow, curled nose, cluster chin, horn. I don't know. I haven't even gotten all the profession knowledge, although I feel like I don't really need it. I definitely want thimble rig. And then I have 76 boulders left. So I think I'm just gonna sit on them. I mean, I could spend 60 and get 2 of the things, but I think I'm gonna sit on them and maybe, I guess I'll save up for the hat now. Oh, I guess so. It looks funny. It's a funny looking hat. Watched someone making like $1 million profit yesterday. Oh. That is a weird hat. It's just, I'm never gonna wear it. Maybe I will buy Trick Watcher manuscripts. Because the boulders are soulbound. Clustered chins, curled nose, hairy brow. Yeah, changed my mind. Get a couple extras. Okie dokie. I'm smelly. I have my new mount. I guess I should try it out. We have a Boulder Hauler's Reins. I guess I should get on it at least the one time. I'm still wearing my chef's hat. Okay, alright. One thing I was mildly curious about was if I can like, one, I don't even know where it is, but like, oh no, it's over here. Chiropractic spawns somewhere around here, right? I guess I can turn on handy notes or rare scanner or something. Since you collect character transmog, do you need the hat? I don't know if I collect in the same way that you do, though. Because I don't know if I realistically believe that I'm going to get everything, which makes it a lot easier to walk away from things that feel like too much work. Don't get me wrong. I'll collect things that I don't think I'm going to use. If they're easy or like otherwise fun to get. I might get it later. I don't know. Tips on how to get quick flight stones. Quick flight stones is kind of hard. You get, I mean, Mythic Plus is one way. World Quest gives you some. I don't really know. I struggle for flight stones. My alts. Raid clears basically just the stuff that you're doing to get the gear that you're upgrading, but more of it. You just kind of have to trust that they're going to happen over time. So this is where it spawns, right? Around this area? Kairakta. I like the Boulder Hauler map, but I judge it based on the name. Total played time, or at least my main. I mean, I've switched mains a few times, so this main is only my Dragonflight main. Her slash played is 27 days and 23 hours, so just about 28 days on this particular character. But she's like a Dracthyr, so she's only been around since Dragonflight. I don't know. I've never added it all up. I've always been kind of afraid to slash saving that for a YouTube video where I reflect on how much of my life is gone. Which could either be a fun or a less fun thing. Don't know if it's super common, but Boulder Hauler is slang for a bra. What? It's I'll tell you right now, that's the first time I've ever heard of that. Boulder Hauler. Yo, we gotta go to the mall and get some new Boulder Haulers. Let's go. These old one's just not hauling the boulders anymore. So industrial. No, I was not aware of that. It's either not regional here or just, something that people kept from me so as to not offend my delicate sensibilities. Over the shoulder boulder holder. I've always heard it as I've never heard of an over the shoulder boulder holder. Is that UK specific? I had never heard of that in my entire life. If they're boulders, you should look into like options. There's help for your back. Once you get up a certain size, it does become very industrial. That's the word on the street. I've heard it. I'm in the Pacific Northwest. Yeah. I've heard it said since childhood. Yeah, I don't know how I missed it then, but no, never heard that. Okay, it's just me then. Not regional, just Hazel. It's the bra amount. Yeah, all right. It'll forever pay me that cute bras is a thing I'll never have. I am just now at this point in my life starting to get used to the idea that there's no such thing as a comfy bra. There's just bras that hurt to a more greater or lesser extent. People talk a big game about how no, it just doesn't fit you right. You just got to get this with your band size and this, if you're this shape with this and this, then you get this one, and then this brand makes these ones, and they're $90,000, but I promise they won't hurt. They all hurt. They're all clothes. It's true that the worst ones will hurt you more, but there is no such thing as a comfortable bra. There's just more or less comfy. There we go. Michael 2501, thank you for the 2-month resub. Congrats on your genetics. Have your beige one. Yeah. Yeah, there's only so much of that conversation we can have without getting TMI, but I am I used to get very like online about different types of consumer products because there's pretty much anything that you use. You can go on Reddit and you can find people that are way too into it that will have way too much information about how to like do it properly or get the perfect thing or whatever. And bras are no exception to that. So I think for a while I was drinking the Kool-Aid of Reddit/Instagram ads that there was just, if you just bought the right thing, that it would, it wouldn't be something that you take off the moment that you're within your own home. Alas. Diarrhea Lab, thank you for the brand new sub. Welcome to our Squirrel Squad. Well, do you have people in your life that want to sell you $90,000 bras? Oh man, got tired of the ads. Welcome to the ad-free club. Yeah, Consumer Reports. I've used that too. Consumer Reports I feel like I used to use when I was shopping for like appliances. I feel like I used to end up on Consumer Reports. I don't think Carocta's real. Is it just, I feel, no, I did see a group up for it. I just missed it. I was just late. Is this more or less what you do when you're from a Carocta? You just like sit and then you refresh just like we did in Shadowlands with the Shadowlands Rose? Because I have a Demon Hunter I could be leveling right now. I don't know why I want to get one Carocta kill today, but I feel like I need to just, for learning's sake, so I can be like, yeah, I've killed Carocta before. I know what this is about. Perfect capitalistic answer. Just have to buy the right one to solve all your issues. I mean, it's the thing, though, is once you learn to recognize that pattern of advertisement, especially when it's disguised as not an ad, but like a tip or an article or whatever, once your brain starts being like, oh, they're just trying to promote a problem to sell me the answer to it, you find there's an awful lot of things that are not as important as they seem when they're being, explained to you by someone who's trying to sell you the solution to it. It's money you can save. People do it way more right after reset. Yeah. I wonder what the spawn time is. I guess I can check WoW ahead because I can camp it myself. I can just wait here. I will, you know, Karokta doesn't have a chance. I know that it's spelled in different ways, but I figure as long as I'm just searching for KA, I'm probably in good shape. Look at all these other rares that are spawning. Karokta. Comments, 20. New zone is divided into 5. Sometimes you wait a very long time for the mob. Drops the Cobalt Shale Wing. Rarity if you want to track your attempts. It does not spawn every day. But it was up today. If King is spawned and Karokta is also up. Viridian King? Viridian King spawned. Verdant King. Viridian King? Verdant King? What made that click for you? I don't know. Enough time. And sometimes there's things that you know, but it takes longer for them to really, you know, become habit to recognize or dig down into your psyche a little more. Oh no! Oh, my browser tabs. There we go. Conceptrida, thank you for the 2-month resub. If that's spawning, it'll be up today. Okay. So it'll be up. What's the spawn time then? What are we talking here? I was reading correct comments. Around an hour. I'm not waiting an hour. I mean, I could wait an hour. 2 characters, respawn time 50 minutes. Oh, yes. Me. Pick me. Pick me. Yes. Hello. Hi. I'm here. So is it like the lone scout and then you do the thing? Okay. Well, there it is. Slash greet Karokta. You gonna get it? On my first try? That would be something. It's possible. Anything could happen. Could be true. I mean, we randomly got the chrono solution from Nighthold last week, so it's true. You kill things enough times. Ridge Shale Wing. Oh, there's also a manuscript from here. Or maybe just from rares. I never do Zerla Caverns rares, like never. Hello from Cal and Boogie. Was lurking at my cell phone making coffee. Hello. Kira was here, but she wandered off. Someone's gonna get it. Just hand over the mountain. Nobody's gonna get her. It could be another 1 minute and 2 second video. Yeah. Could be. That's true. You got the anomaly thing. Yeah, I got the weapon illusion, which I can't decide if it's cool or not. The Chronos illusion. It's basically like a lighter blue version of Dread Flame. It's like this is what it looks like, and it seems a little underwhelming when you just preview it. But I put it into one of my transmogs on an alt, and I was like, yeah, it's kind of cool. It's the Chronos illusion. Not everybody has that. They're unique by rare. There is not a shared one you need to target specifically. Oh, okay. I'm guessing a lot of people have all of the stuff from Karokta except for the mount, just by virtue of it being, you know, a mount farm rare. Would look good in a Frosty game. Another WB kill. Another complete lack of cure drops. Oh, we're going. We're going. It's time. Good luck. It's a lot of health when this many people tag it. So did you guys have a good Monday, Tuesday? How did the beginning of your week go? I had a nice weekend. I didn't bake an apple pie. I bought apples to bake an apple pie, and then I didn't bake the apple pie. I need to do it within the next day or two, because it's going to get hot out, and when it gets too hot out, I do not like to turn on my oven. It becomes a bad idea. What are we working on today? I have a new alt that I want to start leveling, but I was just poking around in my main to do a couple of weekly things first. So, I'm trying for Caracta. We finished the Loam rep. I checked for my vault book. It was not there. No luck. Caracta's main. Whelpling Shadowflame Crest. Ridged Shellwing. Ridged Shellwing is the pet. That must be very cheap. That must be a cheap pet based on how many people just got it. I mean, I'm sure I'll get it too while I'm farming. But how many people just got it and oh no, they're 11k each. That's crazy. I just saw like 6 of them go out. You'd think that people would just be like farming the boots off of this mount. All right, well, whatever. We're gonna take that character home. You don't want a heat sink discharging in your home for several hours afterwards? Oh, yeah. I always assumed there was some magic way that they would vent the heat to, like, outside. I don't know where that magic I'm imagining comes from, but... Your oven, yeah, now that you mention it. I always just figured they were magic. You know, they could just make it, like, go away. Although, I do try to avoid them. You know, pizzas and whatnot. At least the ones that I make at home. During toasty times. Okay. Alright. And you wanna meet my... Oh yeah, I was gonna send him some gold. His name is Night Flame. Can't forget it. I was gonna send him just like 150 gold so he can transmog. He can make his own gold past that. DPS or tank? Probably DPS. I'm not much for tanking. I'm not really much of a person for tanking while I'm questing, and I'm not planning on taking any dungeons. I don't think. I think I was just gonna DPS. I should take a short break before I dive into this, though. Great mog. I haven't mogged it yet. I'm getting there. I was trying to mog him. Let's see. He has a mailbox right here, and his swords are upgraded now, so his heirlooms should last him all the way to 70. He's only level 8 right now. We'll have to come up with a title. That'll be on the to-do list. Taking while questing is the way. Does it do more damage than DPSing while questing? Because if it doesn't, or if it's like, ooh, swashbuckler. Night Flame 1, there we go. There we go. You know what, actually, now that I look at it, the red swords really clash with the pink hair. Do I have pink swords? Or maybe those are kind of pinkish swords, and I just need like a pink enchant. Where's all the pink enchants? We've got purple. No, it's kind of a red sword. Is there such a thing as a pink sword? He needs it like a Barbie one. It's July, it's summer. Something something Barbie movie. I guess we can just give him like regular swords and we can try to find the pinkest enchant possible. I'm so far being disappointed. Purple is not pink. Orange is not pink. Red is not pink. Pink is pink. There's a serious gap here. There's like yellow. I could give him Wraith Chill swords. Less squishy. Squishy's only a problem if I die, though. What if I just don't die? Never die. Alright, well, it's purple. It's not pink. But it'll do for now. It'll do. I was looking at all the different harnesses I could put him in, and I'm like, well, what's better than just not wearing a shirt at all? You know, he's got tattoos, and he intends to show them to people. Night Flame. I mean, Vengeance Incarnate's pretty good. He's a super serious boy. He takes himself, I mean, he's a demon hunter, so he could be demon slayer. That's pretty straightforward and on the nose. I like to think of Night Flame as a guy that does not understand irony, sarcasm, or humor. Like, he just doesn't get jokes. He takes everything at completely face value, extremely straightforward. So, like, he would use a title that was way too on the nose, and he would have no understanding that he looked silly, you know. He's committed to his bit. Smelly. He could be a Talon King. I mean, he's just king. He could be a Veil Strider, Tower Ranger, the Wakener. The Hallowed. Where is Vengeance Incarnate? Do I not have Vengeance Incarnate? I might not have it. I thought I did. Yeah. Of those titles, which one did I like? Professor. Go Tower Rangers. Yeah, I liked The Unrelenting. Demon Slayer. I don't remember what that's from. It doesn't really matter. Salty because he tasted his sweat one time. Oh, yeah, that's true. It probably unlocks at a certain level. All right, I'm going to be right back, and then I'm going to figure out how to drive this thing. Night. Okie dokie. Alrighty. Am I good? I'm good. I got myself set up with a somewhat heavier duty Bluetooth transmitter, which is sometimes a tiny bit annoying to connect to, but once I'm connected to it, it's not going anywhere, which is nice. Male characters are naked a surprising amount of the time. Is that surprising? What if it's just the novelty of the body type that I don't normally play as? And, you know, this is I don't look like this with my tattoos. I'm going to enjoy it. Alright. I'm Havoc. I have no spec because, oh, I can glide. Oh yeah, I know how to do that. I'm an evoker main. I read, what did I read? Chaos Strike has a chance to, so that's a spender. That's a builder. That's Fell Rush. Alright. We can work with that for now. From killing like 10k demons on Argus. Oh, really? Well, that's kind of cool. I'm really prejudiced against any I am biased against any, oh, yeah, I'm good at this game. Against any, titles that are too easy to get, I guess. I don't know why. Yeah, see, like, I'm a great demon hunter. Look at this. I'm just, oh, hang on. Gotta press the right button. I'm smoking these guys. Look at him go. Does Fell Rush, yeah, no, it does a little bit of damage, too. I'm gonna put this over here where I keep hitting it. Although that's my I-beam button. We're saving that for I-beam. Hot knife! He's got demons to chop up. Not those demons. We're gonna get them. I'm gonna have to make sure I find ways to make this demon hunter feel like mine. And I think the purple swords, they're not pink, but they're like kind of close. Is there a pink weapon enchant, like illusion, that I just don't have? And if so, what do I have to do? Who do I have to kill to get him some Barbie pink weapons that match his hair? Love the mong, his itty bitty booty. Welcome to the Zoomiest spec. If you would like to spam the jump button, you're in the right place. That might be my problem with the demon hunters, is I'm not really a jump spammer. I'm not a jumpy person at all. I'm not like a twitchy melee. I do like being able to slow fall on command. But yeah, I'm not usually a melee at all. And then when I am, I'm not really a very twitchy, jumpy kind of person. I just kind of like to go from point A to point B. But, you know, it's not like he has to be my main. I'm probably not going to be Hazel, the demon hunter guide raider, you know, like step 1, take off your shirt, you know. I mean, that sounds like a pretty good video, but new PvP illusion, Shadow Flame. Those are hard though. That sounds like ever. Doesn't look like there's pink, but there is sparkles. He could use some sparkles. Well, thanks. What else was I going to tell you about? I told you about my Bluetooth to the brain, which is good. More like Demon Hunk. Am I set on swords? Yeah. Yeah, he's got to chop people up like a mall ninja. In the absence of warglaives, anyways. I don't think I can... I got one-handed swords just as like the heirloom that I had access to. And I don't know if I could... I don't know what I can transmog those to. I think I could probably transmog him to axes, but... He's chopping for now. You can probably find the recipe for the PvP enchant on the auction house. The recipe for the PvP enchant. I thought those were like achievement locked. Serenus Botanica draws a pink sword. Yeah, my sword mod collection is definitely lacking. I'm certainly not where I should be. I'm level 9. Can I do anything cool yet? I've leveled 1 time. I would like I-beam, please. It's the thing. And then whatever it is that my demon hunters do where they're just like zipping back and forth and then they die. That must be fun or else they wouldn't get themselves killed doing it so often. Bluetooth gadget, new thing. Do you know if it reduces audio lag? It's for sure actually worse for audio lag than my other Bluetooth transmitter, but I just needed something where I could stick the antenna right in front of my face. Because you know what my problem was, is I have metal in my desk. It's a wooden desk, but it's kind of like this industrial style that's got like big, what do you want? Assault Legion, oh, okay. It's got this big metal band going around the outside of it, and it just interferes with it just interferes with Bluetooth, no matter where I seem to move the thing. So I needed something that I could kind of put up on top of it as opposed to anywhere underneath it. And this lets me do that. But no, the lag's awful. It's like almost a solid second of lag. I've just gotten used to it. The only time it's a real problem for me is if I am PvPing and I'm relying too much on Gladiator Losa. And I do have like a cheap wired headset somewhere in that trunk behind me that I can dig out if that really becomes a problem. Or if I'm trying to like do harder PvP, but it's solo shuffle. It doesn't really matter. Momentum and Vengeful Retreat. I've heard of Momentum, and based on what I've heard of it, I want to not do that. People say it's annoying, and I don't want to be annoyed. I want to play the most brain-dead possible version of this. I want to be a human pile of goo that just presses like 3 buttons and then does something Demon Hunter-y. I need a key. Does anybody have a key for me? Hello, excuse me. And it's not that I don't want to learn Demon Hunter. It's just the roleplay, you know? It's the Night Flame roleplay. We're not roleplaying him as a particularly intelligent person. We're roleplaying him as a person with commitment. I love him. Glad mages can use swords. It's the only reason I have so many sword transmonks. Yeah, I got hella daggers from being a priest. Priests and druids can both use caster daggers, so I end up with a lot of those, but not so much with the swords. There's no momentum build. Momentum's annoying. I legit think you would enjoy tanking Demon Hunter. But they take so much damage and then they heal it back and then they take the damage and then their healer cries. I don't want to make my healer cry. I want my healer to feel happy and comfortable and safe and supported and seen, you know? I have no keys from anybody. Did you drop me a key? Yes, you did. Oh, I don't have auto loot on! No! Every time! It's 2023! I bet you anything. The other key is over here, just hanging out. Oh my gosh. Somewhere. I've killed so many of these things. Rookie move. I know. I mean, it's in character. We're roleplay. Roleplay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I will never be taken prisoner again. Never.
Do you find using Fell Rush for movement or for damage mark? Because I could just put it on my hover button and treat it like a sprint. Questing leveling as a tank is lovely. I just don't usually find... I feel like if I usually can manage to squeak by even like just with overpulling on non-tank specs as a thing. Like, I don't feel like I'm that limited in what I'm pulling usually. Doing high keys and 18 plus tyrannical, the pug can't kill the boss, so solo it. Just takes about 10 minutes. Important for momentum, but otherwise just use it to sprint. Alright. I'm putting it as a sprint button.
You don't have much time.
You don't have much time. What do you mean? Do you know something I don't?
I will see you.
How do I get back to this area once unlocked? I don't think you can get here. Like the Demon Hunter starting area? I kind of figured it was Demon Hunter only. Maybe the class hall's here? I don't know. I didn't read that. I didn't read that book. Demon Hunter class hall's here? I did start... I finished the book 6 of Dune, and I've decided that's where I'm stopping. I'm not that curious about what happens next. So I'm just gonna stick with the original books by Frank Herbert and not worry so much about the other ones. And with that in mind, I was officially out of books. So I was looking around, And I decided, fine, I will try... I was going to reread something, but then I figured I'll try Mistborn because people talk about it a lot. Everyone, I've heard that one a lot. It's probably the thing that gets recommended to me the most, book-wise. So, and I liked Sanderson's writing well enough when he was finishing Wheel of Time. So I figured, all right, I'll try Mistborn. And I'm reading the first, like, couple of chapters of it last night. And I'm thinking, I've read this before. When have I read this before? And it's, like, I don't understand. Because I didn't think that I'd read it. But I'm getting real strong deja vu, at least within the first couple of chapters. My current theory is that at some point in my life, I did try to start it, and then, for whatever reason, didn't continue. Like, maybe I read the free sample, or maybe I, like, picked it up in a library for a minute. But I've read, like, the first couple of chapters are, like, ringing a bell. But I swear I haven't read Mistborn, so I don't know. The universe is pretty good, actually. Read those? I'm on the fence about it just because I'm suspicious, because I figure if I started to read this but don't remember it, then I probably quit it for some reason, and until I know why, I won't trust this. But we'll see. Nice giraffe shirt. Thank you. Is there a map from here? We might be talking about like the Broken Shore or Argus, which are both Legion areas. Broken Shore you can just fly to, and Argus you have to... On the Legion Dalaran flight path deck, there is a teleporter that will take you there if you've unlocked it. So if you've been to Argus before, you can get back onto the Vindicator ship by way of there's a little teleporter by the Flight Master-ish. Somewhere out there. Alright, level 10. Combat specializations. Make me havoc. I need my I-beam. I'm gonna look at people and they're gonna regret it. Sample ability is Chaos Strike. Yay. Okay. I'm gonna invent my spec and it's gonna be bad. Oh! Extra charge of Fell Rush. We like this. I've got places to be. I-beam when? I-beam soon. I-beam next level. It's literally the top of the spec tree, but they don't start you in the spec tree. Oh, I-beam now. Okay. I-beam channel, does damage. Yeah. You betcha.
Good luck. I'll see you up in the volcano.
Yeah, so the character that you unlocked it with will have the teleporter. Your other characters can unlock the teleporter, but they have to unlock Argus. And there will be some quests that you can do and or skip in and around Dalaran somewhere. I couldn't point you in a more specific direction. I don't really remember. There's a bunch of stuff you can skip out there. Oh, yeah. This way. Powder Mage Trilogy good, also by Sanderson. I'm gonna try Mistborn, at least the first Mistborn book, because I have the book now. It was on sale for $3, and I thought, yeah, okay, fine. So I'm gonna read the first Mistborn novel, and then decide how I feel and if I want to read the next two, because my understanding is that it's a trilogy. Love Mistborn. I always think of Cyclops from X-Men with the I-beam.
The Burning Legion will be destroyed.
We have a huge problem here. Do not give in to the power of it has been.
I used to, when playing through the Demon Hunter starting area, put some actual thought into whether or not I was going to ask people to sacrifice themselves. Apparently I've moved past that point in my management career. It's just like, yep, sorry bud, not your day. Beautiful weapon you can transmog called the Fist of Deity. Oh. Used it on a couple characters.
If those spires give you trouble, take
I like my
stabilizers.
Scourgebane slicers for now. They're just, I like that they're like long and skinny and matching, you know. I'm gonna wear this for a while. Okay.
Deal with these insects, Belial.
I was a little worried it was gonna transmog. I don't like that it puts you into... I don't like that your vengeance form that you like I-beam into and then presumably use whenever you're doing your like metamorphosis. It's not customizable at all. Like at least when I void form, I'm still kind of wearing my transmog even if I've got tentacles coming everywhere. Or like if I'm dragon form in my Drakthir, it's like Yeah, it's a dragon, but like you at least, you know, you put some bells and whistles on it. There is, to my knowledge, no way to customize your metamorph form, like at all. Is there? The butt wiggle when he runs. Yeah, and the sword's kind of like. Wheel of Time show coming back? Maybe. I didn't watch the first part of it.
They've unleashed their
If you sacrifice yourself, you do the Spirit Walker thing, and then Illidan says something about your immortal soul.
We're under bombardment up here.
Oh, I made a friend.
Blind! Kill them!
She's got long legs. I was always confused in dungeons when demon hunters would summon a demon that would like come get them. And I thought, isn't that the opposite of demon hunting? You've got a demon hunting you. Also, shouldn't that be a warlock thing? There's no warlock in this group. Why is there a big demon that's like angry? It was okay. Got better as it went through.
Azeroth must not
Alright.
fall.
I don't think I want to wear any of this, do I? I might need to wear like some bracers or boot. Yeah, I'll put the boots on.
The servants of Illidan must succeed.
Don't love the demon coming after me thing. I don't know what the deal is yet. I've been too afraid to ask. They seem to have it under control. So I haven't, as a non-demon hunter, I haven't looked into it. I wonder if it's going to be part of like my normal spec. My goal with this character is to get him to 70 and to have him, you know, like help farm Nighthold at Karakta or whatever. Like he doesn't need much. He just needs the basics. And then he can learn like Warglaive Transmog or something.
Be certain to take care of that.
Talent called Fodder to the Flame near the bottom. We talking Havoc? I guess I can just search it. Fodder. Yeah. Damaging abilities have a chance to call forth a condemned demon. Throwglaive deals lethal damage to the demon, which explodes, dealing damage to nearby enemies and healing you. So if you don't pop it, will it hurt you? Because I mean, that's kind of fun. It's almost like your own little explosive to ping. Demon Hunter Starter Zone. I was a little bit surprised, and I don't know why, but I was a bit surprised that even with the level squish and everything, they still have you do this. You can't just like stick your Demon Hunter in Exile's Reach or whatever.
We are all that. Will you use your spectral sight on the cave entrance?
Yeah, alright. Why can't you do it? His is on cooldown. Does no meaningful damage. Does it do any damage? Doesn't hurt you, just follows you. Follows you around for 30 seconds. Okay. Hair's looking great. Love the length. Oh, thank you. It's starting to get away from me. It's starting to get a bit unruly. If you do the starting zone, you get a title? Illidari? Yeah, I have the title because I've done the starting zone before. I just delete my characters sometimes. Whoa. I'm killing all of them. Every last one of them. They don't call him the Demon Hunter for nothing. Might do 1 damage? Demon Hunter and Exile's Reach rushing through everything. I don't see why not. I guess maybe story or something. Yeah, I suppose Evokers have to do their special starting area too. I just haven't thought about it because I haven't done it in a long time. Oh! I-Beam is a frontal. Why did I think it was a single target attack? I thought I-Beam was just for one person because, like, how can you make eye contact with more than one person? You can only look in one spot at once. Oh, I don't know why that was. I don't know what I'm on. I can I-Beam all kinds of stuff. That's why they don't want to move when they're I-Beaming. Am I gonna try a mohawk for funsies next time you trim it? Yeah, maybe for a second. Maybe next time I trim it, I'll try and bring down the sides first before I do the top, and then once I've made myself like look really annoying, then I'll just get rid of the rest of it. I also kind of want to dye it pink, but I'm not gonna dye it right now. I'm giving it a vacation. I'm letting it enjoy its safety and health. I don't even blow dry it. Deathhawk, like a wide mohawk. I am an evoker main, actually. I'm a preservation evoker main. Is there a shortcut out of this cave? You would think that there would be. Oh, I have a talent point. Imprison, maximum fury. Yeah, okay. Give me more of that. Iguana's confirmed. Explains why they always wear blindfolds. Not for their sake, but for ours. Is this a portal out? Well, that was disappointing. Oh, there's a treasure chest in here, though. Thank you, McBlaster Mac. Fight a Deathhawk, it's fun, but a pain to put up properly because it's so big. I kind of want to see at what point can I get it into like a little Cindy Lou Who top of the head fountain ponytail. I think we're almost getting there. And I could do it if I wanted to do it in a bunch of little ones. It's just a question of how goofy do I want to look. Pretty goofy. What's his flying mount gonna be? I mean, I guess there's like fell bats and stuff. Because he's gonna have to level. What level do I get out of this zone? Like 20? He'll be able to like fast ground ride but not fly, I'm assuming. I'm guessing that he'll be 20 by the time they let him out of here. I remember this being like a bit of a process. But I haven't done it since the squish.
They outnumber us. Last I saw,
Where are we going?
cut a swath of destruction on her
This way?
across
Okay.
the bridge.
If they don't cover their eyes, they just let loose eye beams nonstop. Deathhawk was like chin length, but I just let it flop over to one side. I'm, at this particular moment in my life, not ready to start styling my hair again beyond just kind of like squishing some stuff into it in the morning and going, I may eventually one day rediscover a passion for hairstyling, but right now I'm so over it. Oh no, that's a dead warrior. I thought it was a treasure. It looked purple. I thought I could loot it. War progress. We want like specific things to do. Yeah, there we go. Putting up with an arm workout every time. Am I excited for augmentation? Not really. It seems fine. I'm just not gonna play it. I'm a healer. My evoker is stay in preservation. The Havoc evoker in my... Havoc evoker? Devastation evoker. Man, I've got Demon Hunter in the brain. The Dev evoker in my group is gonna do it. And thank goodness. You know, hats off. Salute. Thoughts and prayers. Bless up, etc. We're gonna go over here. I tried it a little bit on the PTR, and it just seems... I don't want to call it boring, but it just seems like not my thing. I'm happy to do my normal thing. First time checking out your stream. Thank you so much for raid guides. Well, thanks for watching them. I'm always glad whenever those help people out. Yeah, I've never had a mohawk. I once met a girl that really wanted to shave my head into a mohawk, and at the time I would not let her. But I also had like rib length hair at the time, so that would have been an awful lot of gel to try to spike it up. Assuming that I didn't cut it or anything. She had like a really long, dramatic mohawk. And at the time I was still on the, my head wouldn't look very good train, which I think is just shorthand for I don't wanna, which is perfectly fine. Stumbled upon your channel a few weeks ago. Thanks for what you do. Thank you for being here. It sounds cheesy, but you guys are making my dreams come true. I went to the bank yesterday, which was like really fun and exciting and cool. And I talked with the bank about, I mean, a few things, but I talked to them about mortgages and what kind of mortgage I can afford and and all of the different numbers that are involved with the mortgages, which is my current favorite thing because apparently it costs a lot of money to get a house without them. Because I've been talking about having that be my next big grown-up thing that I want to try and save up and do, but I didn't have any like specifics yet. So I got to talk with an expert about what do specifics look like and what sort of things do I need and when abouts would that become realistic, and those are just real exciting conversations to have. Mohawk Troll IRL would look awesome. You'd have to dye it. You'd have to make it like a bright color. I wonder if there's anything I could do to my hair anymore that would make my mother like, not upset, but like make her say something. Probably not. She's really nice. She's just like a really sweet lady. She's just happy that I'm happy. Congrats to the beginning of the journey. Hey, thank you. I know enough to know that I can't find out anymore until minimum like next year, because I'm gonna need a second tax return filed within the country and not within the states to show bank to show the bank some local history and like income history, etc. So the earliest I would possibly be hunting would be probably like next summer, a year from now, and that would be like the earliest. If I wait a little longer and I save up a little more, that kind of opens up some options of what I could maybe get into, depending on what sort of down payment I can scrape together. But it's exciting that it's possible, you know. Hazel wants a house. Do a sideways mohawk, ear to ear. Wait! What if I just spike my hair up to look like Triceratops fins spikes, you know? I feel like there's some possibilities there. Bit more than listed price. Oh, for sure, yeah. That's all of those things are true. Just like Liza from The Simpsons. If only you could flex it to like flare at people when you're angry. Apparently I just want to be like some property from the sci-fi thing I've never seen. I want to say Predator or Alien. Stranger Things. Something flares out when it's mad. We'll celebrate with a mohawk next year, right? Yeah, something like that. We'll see. I may need to revise my specific dreams about what sort of place I would like to live in and where it would be, depending on, again, what kind of down payment I can save, because there's only so much that a bank is going to lend you, because, you know, they want to make sure you can like afford your mortgage and stuff, even with worst case scenario, and with a flexible income that's a bit spooky. So we'll have to see. But I was looking at some options in and around the price range of what they showed me, and there's some cute stuff. I could make something work. It might not be like, you know, an acreage in the woods, but it might be something. How am I doing? We getting somewhere with this? With the sideways mohawk, you look like a centauri from Babylon 5. Falbio has. He does own the bakery. Yeah, I'm not sure, Smashinator, I'm not sure exactly what you mean. It might be called something different, or I might just be not remembering the exact detail. We talked about, like, you know, interest rates and amortization periods and mortgage insurance and stuff. Tell the bank, don't worry about it, you'll for sure pay them back. I'm good for it. Trust. 10 or 20. If you do 20% down, which is kind of the dream, you can avoid mortgage insurance, which can get really expensive. And then we were talking about like 25 being kind of a standard amortization period. 30 is apparently like doable sometimes, but kind of niche and just like a really long time. You know, in 30 years, I'm going to be 60. I just said, I got you, homie. They knew I was old and good for it. Yeah, it's 20. It's 20, at least here. It might be different in different places in the world. But if you put down even more than that, then you can have, you know, less of a mortgage and less interest and yada, yada, yada. This is a lot of numbers, but I'm excited. I'm going to put my mortgage estimate quote on my vision board, and I'm going to look at it in the morning, and I'm going to go, Start your stream on time. Make an extra YouTube video. Design a t-shirt or something. You can do it. If only you could drag it right out here. I know, right? It's a nice time. Oh, you know what? Why is he riding the basic mount? He has options, right? Or does he not have options? Can I not? Can I like... What? Just in case. I might just be in combat, honestly. That might be my problem here. Maybe he does not have options. Maybe I was mistaken. Maybe he has to ride. No, I'm just in combat. What would he like to ride? What's the knight? What's the Demon Slayer knight mount? I know I was doing like the super serious emo mounts, but now maybe I'm thinking I could get him into something a little goofy, a little silly.
What have you given?
Sim like, oh, you got this. Thanks, big. Goldan's green mount. Main reason I don't have a DH is because I loathe Legion. Oh, Havoc. Havoc is the I-beam spec. I like the I-beams. Immolation Aura. Generates Fury. Okay. Blade Dance. Torment? Oh, that's a taunt. Sure. Talent points. Oh, I'm in combat still. I'm stuck in combat.
Azeroth must not fall. I could destroy the Legion on
I can feel it coursing through my
Pink snail. Pink snail. I do have the pink snail. Where's Big Slick? Where is he? I mean, we can't use him just yet because I'm still stuck in combat, but we'll that is for sure the move.
I can't contain.
Okay. Yep. He's gonna get you. It looks purple in this light. It is for sure pink though. He's gonna get you for sure. Yeah, Shadow Meld's down here on X. Oh yeah, that would have got me out of combat. For some reason I thought you were wondering if I had it on my bar. So yeah, I have Shadow Meld. I'm a Night Elf. Look, it's right there. Oh. I need myself a himbo elf boy and that snail. I don't know why night elves are my favorite male elves to make, but they always have been. Back when I had a male night elf druid alt in Warlords named Hazel Bro, and I've never quite forgotten him. He's always been with me. It's not technically my first time as a demon hunter, but it may as well be my first time as a demon hunter. I don't have one. I had leveled one in the past and then learned nothing and then deleted it. So we're trying again. We're trying to find new ways to make it feel like ours. So Immolation Fury, something I-beam, something. What's that? Cleave? Cleave, yeah. Don't worry about that. Rip Hazel, bro. You were the best, bro. Wish there's a face option for male night elves that wasn't just Ada Lemon Frowny. That was the thing that I really liked about putting this big old blindfold on, is it covers enough of his mouth that you can't tell that he's kind of looking like he just ate a lemon. Can I not interrupt anything yet? That's kind of rude. I needed to cover a big chunk of his face. I may also need a male blood elf. That might be like my paladin. That might have to happen. Sargerai Kista. Oh, there she is.
grab the keystone. Let's get to the portal down below and
Hey, look, it's the in our ship. I have one. And there are male himbo paladin belf. Go. Do I play Ret or do I play Prot? Or do I play Holy? It would be me learning the final healing spec, except for Discipline Priest, which we pretend does not exist. The final healing spec that I never really messed with. I could get the sickest dungeon queues. I just don't know what Holy Paladins do, and I've been too afraid to ask. Don't get my hopes up again. Oh, for Holy Paladin or just for Prot Paladin? For what? I am the ultimate hope crusher. It's not that bear in Revendreth, it's me. I'm the hope crusher.
Lord Illidan knows the way.
Oh, for Pally in general. Mistweaver? I've had one. I've leveled more Mistweaver and Resto Shaman, and I've done basically more of everything else except for Prop or Holy Pally. It's just weird to me that they wear plate. Like, how are you supposed to heal when you've got metal on your legs? I don't know what I think the problem is, but it's just always seems strange to me. Like, what are you gonna do? Get a metal robe? I always heal in robes. I guess I could heal in pants. So, hey Cash, how you doing? How's it going? Isn't mail also metal? Yeah, but there's like more skirts. You can kind of sort of get away with it and make them look not like metal.
Free the other Illidari
I just don't have very much plate Mog, and I certainly don't have very much plate caster Mog. Like, most of my plate Mog is... Am I not done yet? Most of my plate Mog is more, I don't know. Smashy, smashy. Warrior. Hoo-ha. Shark bait. Plate dresses, yeah. It's just excuse me, you took off my sword.
Why did you let that one free? Why would my
Alright, we got points to spend. I wanted more maximum fury. Deals more damage, generates more fury. Or I could just have my auto attacks do it. I could say, you know what, Demon's Bite's too much trouble for me. If you could just give me... I don't know, I'm gonna run out of buttons to press if I take that. Yeah, I was trying to make the most useless spec, but I can't just auto attack. That's too much for me. And then, yeah, give me some Chaos Strike damage too. Unless you guys tell me that it's like the best choice, it's the best possible thing you can do with that talent point, and then I will believe you.
aim to destroy our time for answers later?
I hope my
I'm back in whatever that dungeon was in Legion. Where you had to look at the eyeballs or else they're gonna look at you. Haven't really played much Paladin or Monk. I was considering just not ever making alts of all the classes that I don't have, but given that most of my alts I'm probably not going to realistically play much of anyways, there's no real point. It would be mostly just a stubbornness thing if I decided I didn't want to have any like Death Knights or Demon Hunters or Paladins or Monks, you know, like it doesn't really hurt me that much to have one. I'm sure I can, you know, dress one up and have it farm mounts. This is all it really needs to do. It's not like I have to gear it up and raid on it or anything. And then, you know, if it surprises me and I really like it, then I always can. I think I'm enjoying the Demon Hunter just for transmogging him. I like your shirt. Reminds me of Toys R Us. Oh, this one. Thanks. It's got a big old giraffe on it. I like how the giraffe is like kind of smug in a way that art from the 90s often was. He's like, he's not judging me. He's just like, he's a cool giraffe, you know? He gets it. 100. Oh, fell energy regained. For a moment I thought they wanted me to kill 100 demons down here, and I thought you're gonna have to pay me more for that. That sounds like a big job. And then when you said you like my shirt, I thought you meant his shirt, and I thought, thank you. Oh my god, thank you so much. I remember the Toys R Us giraffe. Most of what I remember from Toys R Us was the big shelf where they had the different stuffed animals, because that was my favorite part. As a child, but also later. I liked stuffed animals for a long time. I guess I still do. I have a huge shelf of plushies behind me. They're more display than cuddle now. Although I will still, if I have to do like a phone call that I'm not happy about, I will still I'll choose a plushie from the shelf and then I'll have that sit on my lap with me while I'm on the phone. And that's how I how I get through all of my adult errands. Still love stuffed animals. Dottie is the premier plushie, shelf plushie for that purpose because she's really soft. The llama. It's the good one. Still get giant stuffed animals for my birthday. Unicorns mostly. Love them all. Sometimes I think you have so many plushies like as part of like your WoW collection. You don't really need any generic non-WoW stuffed animals. And then sometimes, do I want them anyway? I don't really know what it is that I want. I just like squishy things that I can... Remember the Toys R Us Christmas catalog back in the 90s. Mr. Druid can leave a bunch of hot set, mostly forget about it. 0 WoW plushies. I have enough WoW plushies at this phase of my life. I think I can pretty safely not... I was looking... They do make more than I have. For a long time, I had like every available WoW plushie that was within my ability to purchase. And they've continued making more. Like there's Pepe plushes and there's more Murloc colors. And I've reached a point where I feel like I just have enough. I have enough for my purposes. I don't need any more. You know, they don't fit on the shelf after a certain point. Then you have to start rotating them. Need the 3-foot long unicorns. Got a crochet moonkin from Etsy and I love it. Oh, it sounds so cute. Alec Plushie's the best in-game pet. The Wonderworks pet shop toys, like the actual, like the in-game pets, but then also the matching plushies, I find to be especially cute because they like, you know, they made real efforts to make them look the same. And I guess it's easy when the design of the thing is like a plushie. But, you know, it's got like the big button eye and then the actual, you know. You're a little dusty. You need a little bit of cleaning. But I don't know. There's just something real cute about having like the oh, my buddy. There's something cute about having like the actual one. They are also, and this is dangerous if you have dogs, and if you do have dogs and you have these things, then don't let them know about it. But they have somewhere. Do they not have? I thought there was a squeaker. Maybe it's a different one. I could have sworn. Hello, everybody's doggies. Oh my gosh, my cat's coming in here like, what is that? Kitty, you like it? You want squeaky toys? It's not usually a cat thing, but you can have whatever you want. Oh, I got you. Jack Russell just woke up, is giving my PC a death stare. Hi. You're awake now, aren't you? Uh-oh. Don't give her the WoW plushie. She's gonna murder him. She doesn't really tear stuff up. She will scratch on furniture if her scratching post is unavailable or not in usable condition. But as long as she has like a scratching post available, she will use that instead of any possessions or furniture or rugs, which we appreciate, don't we, Honey Bear? Dog heard that, started looking for it. She might like a squeaky toy to play with. She likes receipts. I will still crinkle up receipts for her sometimes, and she gets really excited when she finds it, and then she'll bat it around for a bit, but she does tend to lose it pretty easily. You have to kind of like re-crinkle it pretty often so that she can track it because she can't see. But she gets either very excited or maybe she's annoyed. Maybe she's just like, Mom, why are you littering? This is not for here. I'm removing it from the coffee table because she'll be sitting up at the coffee table. And I will crinkle up a receipt and I'll drop it there for her, and then she'll like swipe it off the coffee table, and I think she's playing, but what if she's just cleaning? Oh no. Embarrassment. Shame. Why are you spending money? No receipts. Used to have a tabby grown up. Kira's such a good girl. She reminds me of my former kitty. Kitty, that's you. You are a good girl. That's true. Hi. Yeah, she's always liked paper. No toy that I've ever gotten her has ever entertained her as much as the receipt for whatever that toy was. I stopped trying after a while. You can get like little balls that make crinkle noise, but she likes paper just as much, if not more. Yeah, it's true. What if she's my financial manager? She's just like, Hazel, listen. If you want that house so that you can get me some more sunny places to lay down in, then you need to buy fewer things and save your money. You need big down payment. Accountant Kira. Also, set up your RRSP and your FHSA. Oh, I have a talent point. Am I allowed to leave this place soon? I must be. Blade Dance deals more damage. Blur. Chaos Strike is a chance to spawn a thing. It gives you Fury. I don't even think I have Blur yet. What's the range of Disrupt? Do I have Disrupt yet? Where's Disrupt? I must have it. It must be default. Or maybe they're gonna give it to me, they promise. Oh, it's at 20, okay. That's weird that you get talents that improve spells before they give you the spells. That's not just, oh, I was supposed to ride a fell bat. I was supposed to ride a fell bat. Oops, a daisy do. Need to consolidate my 401ks. Things to write down on little post-it notes. The person at the bank was writing on the world's tiniest post-it notes. And he, like, really teeny tiny writing to, like, fit on them. And I was thinking, why don't you have bigger post-it notes? Are these the only ones the bank will supply? They were, like, comically small. Maybe there's a reason for them being that small, but it was funny every time we would, like, fit words onto it. Like, it's like, why? Oh, Boogie likes cardboard paper toys so much I should stop buying him stuff. Yeah. It's just, we love to spoil them. If I ever get a dog that likes to cuddle with, like, soft toys, or even just likes to eviscerate soft toys, but especially if I end up with a dog, you know those dogs that will, like, carry a soft toy around, or like, I'm taking my ducky to bed or whatever. If I ever get a dog like that, it's going to be hard because I'm just going to want to buy them all the smooshies. My grandmother used to have a dog that loved nothing more than to absolutely disembowel stuffed animals. So what she would do is she would go buy, like, secondhand ones in bulk, cheap. Because it would take him, like, a couple of days to really tear the thing apart and strew the polyfill entrails around the house. But he would have such a wonderful time doing it. So she would just go get, like, a big bag of them. And sometimes she would patch them up too. She would, like, sew them back together and kind of do some surgery, and then the dog would rip them apart again. And they were both having such a wonderful time. Oh. That was a cute dog. He was a mix of so many things. They had no idea what actually had gone into him because he was like a rescue. But he was funny looking. He had huge ears and, like, wiry hair, but also curly hair. He was really cute. He was a good dog. Mirror, this dungeon. I don't want this dungeon to come back. I don't have any reason why not. The fights were fine, but it's so green in here. Pup always liked destroying cardboard boxes. Got to open his own Christmas presents. Granny buys all our dogs' toys at the thrift stores. Yeah. It's a little tiny bit sad to think of somebody that's, like, donating, like, there's, like, a kid that's, like, finally letting go, and they're donating, like, their favorite plushie, and their mom's like, it's okay, honey. You know, this is going to some other kid that's going to love it very much. And then the dog gets it and just absolutely, oh, just violence, carnage. Oh, I need to spin the thing mirror rotated. Excuse me. Just the one? Yeah, okay. Don't like the elevators in this dungeon?
Quickly! Everyone out while the creature is stunned!
I like the words you're choosing to describe. Our living room is covered in a bloodbath of stuffing. Heinz 57 dog. That's exactly what they used to call it. He had, like, a real tough start to life. I won't describe the details, but it was one of those, you know, sad stories that you hear sometimes about shelter dogs having a hard time in the beginning. And they called him Ripley because he was Ripley's Believe It or Not that he made it, you know? I can't believe that dog's still alive. Dog on that girl with the dogs who was half German Shepherd, half Pug named Goblin. Oh my gosh. That sounds like a dog. I would love to have a magical mixed doggy. I've always had, like, mixed breeds or, you know, mutts before. And I've always loved them very much. You know. Okay. Alright. Ashcombe, hello. So I'm gonna Immolation Aura. Would you like some I-Beam? Oh, I have to do the countermeasures. Man. Night Flame doesn't read. Night Flame I-Beams. Too many mounts next month and I have no tendies. Welcome to the family. Do you also have mounts frozen from this month that you couldn't afford? I'm gonna have to figure out something. I'm excited about that Nether Drake though. At least we always have the gimme, you know?
Well done. The monster is contained. Let us meet up with the others.
One of them popped a new basketball in 10 seconds, didn't fit in his mouth. Have you guys ever had a dog that was able to destroy like the indestructible Kong toys? It takes some doing, but I feel like I have some memories of looking at this thing and being like, it said that nothing could destroy it, and then it's just like punctured in pieces. Anything can get destroyed if your dog likes peanut butter enough. It has the jaw. How do I buy a frozen item? I feel like I'm missing something obvious. If you have the tender for it, you should be able to click on it and then purchase it the same way that you would click and purchase anything else. It should just be like another option in the listing. She is so cute. Could Kitty destroy a Kong toy? Kitty, you don't got no teeth. Well, she's got a few teeth. She doesn't have very many teeth. She has a handful. We brush them every night. Not much of a chewing biting cat. Even when she bites me, she's just kind of like mostly just rubbing her lips on you, getting all, I don't know. Cat. She's not a very destructive cat. Sometimes I think she's trying to disembowel me, but it's because when she wants to crawl under the covers to come cuddle for a nap, she likes to kind of like dig around with her paw a little bit to like make sure there's room for her. And if your tummy's right there, she will be like, hey, make room. And I say, no, that's me. There's no more room. That's where I go. And then eventually she gives up. All right, new talent point. I'm taking movement speed. We like movement speed. I mean, I don't know if I have any mastery yet, but how much longer do you think we have Dragonflight for? Get the rep done, want to level any tunes? I think you've got a while. We're gonna have a full other season and like another raid tier. Plus this tier is like not even that deep in. I imagine we'll find out more details at BlizzCon, but I think another year of Dragonflight's not that outrageous to consider. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
You trust the traitor?
Let's keep moving.
You killed our own people. You
Yeah, me
spit
too.
in the face of our sacrifices.
She still has hair. You have beautiful fur. Oh, there's stuff. I don't think I need any of this stuff. All the gear I've been getting out of here has been just like, I don't know, trinkets and little things that I'm not really using because I have heirlooms in almost all these slots. Oh no, I do need the belt. We do need to put on the belt. There we go. She has her snows. Let me get this straight. You didn't have a demon hunter before this. I used to have a demon hunter back in Shadowlands. I don't remember when I made it, but I had one for a while. I didn't really know what it was doing. And then when I deleted a bunch of alts I never played, I deleted that alt as well. Oh, there's Blur. So it's not my first demon hunter technically, but it may as well be. It would be inaccurate to depict myself as knowing anything about all this. I was out for a while yesterday running errands, and when I finally got home, she came up to me like, where have you been? And she was just following me around from room to room, and I would sit down somewhere, and she would get on my lap, and then I would have to get up, and then she'd follow me, and then I'd sit down somewhere else, and she would get back on my lap. Pick a spot. Okay, we must be almost done. Excuse me, can you take me out of this place? I am so prepared to leave, thank you. Glad to see you picked an appropriately edgy name. Yeah, I figured that was the only way to do it. He's Demon Slayer Nightflame. He wears no shirt. He's doing something right. So he's level 18, so he can't fast ride just yet. Almost. Where do I want to level him now that I'm back out in the world where I'm comfy with? I think I want to do my favorite same old quests just out around here. We'll do some Elwyn Forest quests. We can do some Duskwood quests. We can do a little Westfall questing. What time is it? 11:11. Oh. I should probably just like import a leveling build, but I don't know, man. I'm looking for easy stuff. I bet Night Flame still has a live journal that he updates. There are some shirts. There are some like tank tops you can wear, but he actually doesn't understand shirts. He doesn't get cold and he thinks that's the only purpose for one, so he is eternally topless out of efficiency. Is his justification. Spectral sight used. Oh yeah. Things happening.
We are all that stands between the Legion and the Violation.
And when you're young. Ish.
Just cause is always worth fighting for.
Agreed, the only use of shirt. What if you want to choose which animal you want to represent for a day? Is it a giraffe day? Is it a polar bear day? Is it a wolf day? Is it a moose day? You know, you've got choices. Kitty, if you could wear an animal shirt, what animal would you want to put on it? What do you like? You like birds? I could see you with like birds on your shirt. It would be very cute. It would be ladylike. Maybe like a botanical bird print. And then you'd be wearing it and you'd be like, well, this is cute, but also I could so eat these. Wolf Wednesday. I could have a wolf shirt Wednesday. Whale shirt sounds pretty neat in GL. I can't believe I don't have one. It seems like the kind of thing I just would have picked up at some point in my old shirt buying spree. I don't know how I missed that. I could still look, but you get to a point where you just have enough clothes. I'm not gonna level him in...
Need help?
I mean, I could probably just go leave now, but I don't know how important it is to finish these intro quests. Manatee Monday, this could be fun.
Stormwind honors your service to the Alliance.
I'm thinking of something for Tuesday. Toucan Tuesday. That's not very Pacific Northwest. I've never met a real toucan. I've only ever seen the one on the cereal. Tiger Tuesday. Tarantula Tuesday. What else we got? Oh, he should use his flight maps. Scouting maps. Spam some achievements, why don't we? Turtle Tuesday. Oh, I like Turtle Tuesday. That sounds like a shirt that I would wear. I'd be all about the turtles. Turtle Tuesday, Wolf Wednesday. What if Thursday needs to start with a TH word? Saturday. Sometimes you get weird phasing issues if you quit in the middle of the intro quest. Okay. I'll try and do them then. Because I am clearly in some kind of special Stormwind phase, so it might be important for me to not. Do I RP in WoW? Not really, no. I would say no. I used to play on RP servers, but it was mostly just because I liked to make kind of RP feeling names for my characters, and I like to just kind of keep to myself and mind my own business, and then not exactly have immersion. I think I just liked that RP servers were nice and quiet, and you were less likely to get like really, I don't know, wild or offensive or obnoxious like names and behavior there, just out in there. Thresher Shark Thursday, there you go. I couldn't I was having a real hard time thinking of an animal that started with a soft TH sound. Thresher Shark Thursday. Three-toed sloth. New hardcore rules announced today. I haven't looked yet. I'm not currently planning on playing any official hardcore. I haven't ruled it out, but I haven't ruled it in. I'm having a lot of fun leveling alts, and then honestly gearing alts in this season of Dragonflight has been fun. Especially now with Catalyst, it's a lot easier. Oh, hi kitty cat. Dungeon with a warrior whose name had not one but two words in it that should be auto-banned. Sometimes in leveling dungeons especially,
you run into those. You just report them and hope for the move on. I've seen some things while I've been leveling alts, because a lot of stuff doesn't get auto flagged, or like the names are set up in a way that kind of gets around the auto flagging. But they do get I actually saw somebody once. I was in a dungeon and somebody had like a name that needed changing. And I reported the name and they instantly got DC'd, and the name on the frame got like turned into a bunch of characters, and they couldn't log in until they'd renamed. They got like I reported and sent, like, they must have had other reports before, because you can't do that with just one. But some combination of factors all aligned, and that person had to change their name that instant before they could come back and keep doing the dungeon. Happened to my friend in an arena.
The Legion intends to knock us out of the sky.
Alright, talk to the Kirin Tor, teleport your Dalaran. Dalaran's teleportation witnessed. I guess we're catching up to present day.
A horribly dangerous plan. But a plan.
Oh, but we will be level 20 by the end of this, which means we can get our fast ground mount flying before, or ground mount flying? Fast ground mount before we, mosey on to go quest elsewhere. Oh, yes?
How are you? Have a good one.
Can't wait till all the writing is free. Yeah. I'm still buying it on my alts that I'm leveling, even though I know it's about to be free. And they're gonna make it free, and then it's like, well, when am I gonna level another alt? I guess I'll level a warlock for warlocks, but it's gonna feel kind of bad for at least a little bit, because I'm gonna be all used to the experience buff. I kind of thought that it would be in there. It was not. I'm gonna be kind of used to that. Was it not in there? Dalaran must be moved. Okay, I'm ready. Beam me up. Oh, must be a different room. 10-15 is July 11th, so kind of soon. Sounds like a great time. Demon Hunter leveling in Vashir. I don't know. 1 to 60, I'm real happy to do in the old world. Sometimes I'll mix in dungeons, but I think for this guy, I'm just gonna quest. I think I'm happy to just. Oh, the middle. That makes more sense. Is that confirmed or just really good evidence?
The fate of our world.
The patch date? Patch date's been confirmed, but I might be misunderstanding what that's in reference to. Like all these ships. Ugh.
Citizens of Azeroth.
BC dungeons, because they're quick, the quests are great, and usually get 2 levels a run. That used to be my go-to. I used to get so excited back when you had to level through each expansion's content individually. I used to get so excited every time I would get out of the Dire Maul and the BRD levels, and I'd be able to go off and start doing oh, my bags are awful. Look at these itty bitty little things. 20 slot bags. What am I supposed to do with that? Every time I was able to go start doing Sporagar, or what's the Sporagar dungeon called? Something marsh. Underbog. I love Underbog. I've done a lot of Underbog in my life. I used to grind Sporagar rep on every single character so I could get the pet back before pets were account wide. And then yeah, it was a go-to early leveling dungeon back when you used to have to level through there. Legs, finger, cheese, helmet. Yeah.
Time is of the essence. We must get moving.
Yeah, so you'll send me to a class hall. I'm not super worried about it. We can just kind of keep that quest on us.
I need to speak with you.
No, thank you. Alright, I'm still not level 20. I'm a little bit off. BC dungeons are great for tanking is what they're doing. Alright. I'm gonna go talk to Crummy. And get into Crummy time. I'm assuming that Stormwind is okay now. I'm hoping the demons are gone. And that we're gonna be all set on that front. How do I, within Stormwind, get myself 10% more of a level? So that, because I just want to do my mount training before I leave. I guess I have my heart set here so I can come back. Like ramparts? Mm-hmm. Yeah, ramparts, underbog. There was one other, like, Coilfang Reservoir dungeon that was also a really good fast one. They were just so refreshingly short compared to the endgame dungeons in elsewhere. Dip into stockades real quick. By myself? I mean, I guess I can queue. He's a DPS, though. Ooh, Frostlord Ahoon. That'll do it. I don't know what the queue time's gonna be. 19 minutes! 19 minutes. I'm gonna be old in 19 minutes. Go as tank. Okay. Just this once. Welcome to being a DPS. If it was like 10 minutes or less, I would have just waited. Alright. I'm tanking. Woohoo! Let's go. I have Shear and Soul Cleave and Immolation Aura. Unspent talent points. I betcha I do. Talents. Give me whatever starter build. I'll read the buttons as we go here. Where's Fell Rush? I found an interrupt. I don't know what that does. There's Taunt. That's good. I don't even know where Fell Rush is. I'm slow. Fracture. Fell Devastation? Oh, is that like tanking I-beam? I'm just gonna press buttons. Do I not have Fell Rush? I must have Fell Rush. You don't have Fell Rush? You have a leap thing instead? Oh! How could they take my Fell Rush away from me? Is it this thing? Yeah. I'm pressing buttons. This one, and this one, and this one, and good luck to whoever's healing me because I don't know, this button's yellow, you know? If you've ever been in a dungeon and you're like, what is this tank doing? Have they read their buttons at all? The answer is no! I guess I don't melee him yet, that's right. This button's green, that button's also green. What does this one do? Probably better for, is that gonna explode? Sure, yeah. Explodes. It's like Death and Decay, but later. What does this button do? Death Strike, got it. What does this button do? Oh, it's like a chargy thingy, okay. If I end up having fun on this, I'm gonna be really mad. I mean, not really mad. I'm never really mad. What does that button do? You eat magic. I'm hungry. Give me snacks, okay? And it's taunt.
Change target.
Demon spikes, increasing your armor. Oh, that's my iron fur. All right, go. What does that one do? Mouth beam. You betcha. They don't have active mitigation. What is that armor increase then? That counts. Did it dead? Is boss gone? Oh no, boss not gone. Alright, well give me this back. There's something just wrong about tanking with no shirt on. Or right. I mean, is he just like taking hits to the pecs or what? Like, doesn't this hurt? I guess he doesn't feel anything anymore. He's been waxing his chest for so many years that like all the little nerve endings are dead, so he doesn't mind. Is it the lack of animals? Yeah, maybe. Need a demon hunter back in BFA just to parkour umbrellas. The attacks just slide off the sweat. He's always oily. Nobody really knows why. Oh.
Change target.
Yeah, I know, kitty cat. I know. Mouth beam. There we go, we're level 20. That's exactly what we wanted. We should also have a quest to turn in inside here.
I've been expecting
Sure.
that.
My headcanon for my shirtless monk is he's just dodging every hit, and his health bar is how stressed he is. Drenched in hair oil. He buys coconut oil from... He probably gets it shipped from Kazan. He knows a guy. He's got an oil guy. Honestly, jealous. Okay. He has a tabard. And cover up the tats? Never. Alright, we need to... I'm gonna go get my mount training first, and then we'll go talk to Chromie. And then I might consider wrapping this show up, because he'll be in real good shape to start leveling tomorrow. We can do a couple leveling streams in weekdays, and then maybe night hold on Saturday again. This is kind of fun, though. I'm gonna go ahead and say not Vashir. Also, I've gone too far. Oh, no, I haven't gone too far. It's right here. I'm gonna level properly in like...
See you later.
No, I'm fast. He got it automatically. That must be a demon hunter thing, because that's definitely not in yet. That's like a later thing, unless they hot fixed it. That was a coming soon in 10.15 kind of situation. You heal for damage you deal. Sure, yeah, okay. What if I tank? What if he's a tank? He's wearing Agi gear. I don't know. It's weird to me. Hazel? I was thinking like Elwyn Forest. Westfall. Little Duskwood action. Hazel's also very good. I used to like Hazel early Oldham and then Deepholm a lot, but I like leveling in baby zones. We're gonna just stick him into original stuff. So need T-Mog from... I wasn't planning on it, although I'm sure there is something. I'm sure if I look... The problem with leveling in zones I need T-Mog from is the quests that I specifically need T-Mog from are usually horrific. They're awful. There's a reason I don't have the transmog from them yet. Wetlands? Almost for sure. I like wetlands. I like doing like the Denmorough wetlands kind of area. I'm kind of tempted to take a classic dungeon. Random classic dungeon. Yeah, because it could stick me into like Ragefire Chasm, but I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm gonna save a little bit of time. Can he afford any bags? That's my next question, is can he not get out of these 20 slots? Because those are not gonna work out for him. He doesn't have any professions right now. What are good demon hunter professions? I mean, I know I usually level in urban mining, but you know, we've got options. So if we look at bags, he could afford Wildercloth. Yeah, give me like 4 of those. And then you can actually get a reagent bag right away. Skinny leatherworking that I don't keep up with. ripping skin off. Yeah. I need a jewel crafter, but he's not my jewel crafter. How could he be? He can't see anything. What is he gonna do? Put the goggles on the top front of his blindfold? Yeah, this is gonna be some bag space. He crafts them by feel. He can feel gem colors. Yes, the vibrations of this one indicate that it's clearly a malachite. We're gonna do this. I'm getting rid of those things. I don't want them. All right. He can get, I mean, his rested will last him about 8 seconds once we actually start questing, but I'm pretty pleased with that. He's out of the starting zone. Job done. Aw, thank you to Lilia. I also, I missed it, but about a half an hour ago, I want to thank Chaos Buddhist for a 3-month resub. Thank you very much. I am going to wrap this party up and save some for tomorrow. I'll be back at the same time. We start 9 a.m. Pacific on Wednesdays through Sundays. Stream for a couple hours, a little longer in the weekends. Thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.